Hello, and welcome to A Brew is Born by Section 2, Group 4 of Chemistry 1. To begin, we would like to show off our flowchart and our mass balances, which both helps to give a brief overview of how our special brew is made and how everything was calculated. So first, we decided to use Ethiopian because we had been using it for a majority of the labs and found it to be the most pleasing. Now, for the sake of this brew, we decided to roast 120 grams for 11 minutes, and by the end of the process, that had yielded about 119.8 grams of usable coffee beans for our brew. Next, we weighed out 16 grams of our newly roasted coffee beans, which are then ground coarse. Sadly, we didn't film that part, but trust us, we did. We ground them, and here they are. Now, as mentioned, we transfer those ground coffee beans into the AeroPress filter, and for the sake of our brew, we are specifically using a paper filter at the bottom. Next, we pour out our heated water, which has been heated up to 95 degrees Celsius, into a separate carafe, which is then poured into the AeroPress filter until it reaches about to the 4 line. That's the best measurement we can get. We give the brew a very good stir before making the seal at the top using the other half of the AeroPress and let it sit for 4 minutes. Now, once that timer goes off, we press it out using, some good force, and we are left with, a really good brew, which surprisingly won second place in a competition. Can't brag, but, And then, that is our liquid gold right there. Perfect. Now, for the final breakdown of our brew, we used the AeroPress, obviously, with a brew ratio of 18.75. We had a TDS reading of 0.84%, which, if we multiply by the 276.7 grams of water that we used, divided by 16 grams of coffee grounds, gives us a PE percentage of 14.5268%. The smell was sour, spicy, a little tamarind-like. It tasted slightly sour or citrusy with a subtle floral notes and a short-lived aftertaste. The body was tea-like and lacked oil. And overall, we give it an 8.5 out of 10. Now, while our coffee was pretty tasty, there was still lots to improve. For one, we could have used 25 grams less water since it was too light in taste. Second, we could have steeped the beans a minute longer to improve taste and TDS reading. And third, we could have roasted the beans a little less in order to achieve both lighter bean roast and a fruitier taste for the brew. The end. Oh my gosh, thank you for watching. Sorry for the mess. Bye!